folks, and welcome to the latest episode of GemTalks. I know I've been off the air for a little bit, and I do apologize about that. I have not been feeling that great. Just been super sick, and then now tonight the sunglasses are due to a migraine. Whew, that's been nasty. All right, folks. So tonight I've decided that we are going to be talking about black obsidian. Now, there are many different types of obsidian: silver sheen, gold sheen, rainbow sheen, snowflake, mahogany, all different types. But black obsidian is your most basic form, and it, to me anyway, I love the power, the grounding, but most of all the protective qualities of black obsidian. Plain simple black obsidian. And I say simple, actually it's really not all that simple. Obsidian is a volcanic glass in actuality. That's part of the reason why you have different types of it, because with each, how should I put this? With each lava burst, it has different sediment, different minerals, different attributes come with that. And I will focus on each one of the different obsidians in future programs. But tonight, just the basic one. And especially for spooky season, I do feel that black obsidian is an absolute must around this time of year, both to carry on you, to keep in your car, as well as to put in and around your home. Black obsidian, as most people know, I usually recommend it highly for its protective qualities, and that's normally what I focus on. I absolutely love it for that. It's amazing. But it has a lot of other really nifty attributes too. So before I get onto those, I will just say, as a volcanic glass, most of the things with nasty energy are not going to want to come near anything of a volcanic nature. Think about its nature. You really wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of that volcano, so why would anything else? But the nifty thing is, with black obsidian, it's so readily available. It's absolutely wonderful, and you can carry it on you just about anywhere. Plus, on the Mohs hardness scale now, with the Mohs hardness, that's basically that's your scale of hardness. So 1 would be like talc, and 10 would be like a diamond. So it goes 1 to 10. Black obsidian is actually a 5 on that scale to a 5.5. So it's actually pretty tough considering its class, right? But there is a special process that is used in forming obsidian. It has to be, basically conditions have to be right. Lava has to erupt up outside above the surface, and then it cools down quick. So it doesn't have a chance to crystallize or form anything like that. Just boom, and then you've got obsidian. Now, once upon a time, it was used as weapons. Long, long ago, arrowheads, things like that. I think we're all pretty familiar with those. But what's less familiar is it was actually once upon a time also used as scalpels. They were highly prized and a little bit hard to get a hold of because of how they had to be shaped and worked. Modern day, it's more used for New Age purposes, spiritual and metaphysical purposes, but also as adornment. So ornamental jewelry, things like that, earrings, rings, necklaces, what have you. Even some hair pieces I've seen. But black obsidian is probably one of your best protective stones. I say stones loosely because it is volcanic glass. And I'm at 4 minutes. I'm not going to take up too much of you guys' time tonight. But for spatial use, so home, car, anything like that, if you have a booth out at a show, anything, what I recommend is to pair black obsidian with white selenite. And the reason why is black obsidian can take a lot of heavy hits, but it needs cleaned frequently. So you don't want to just leave it on you without cleaning it off through the day. It's kind of the same thing with black tourmaline, but black tourmaline has a very different quality in it. And honestly, if I were to create an empath kit, I've had some empath kits. I would do black obsidian, black tourmaline, black kyanite, white selenite, and probably a little citrine and atlantisite. But I digress. Sorry, I'm a little bit all over the place. As I said, migraine. Okay, so Black obsidian for personal use, just as a regular everyday, keep the negative away from me, keep the critters away from me, keep the nasty people away from me. Black obsidian is going to go along really well with black tourmaline, white selenite, citrine, and either a little hematite or a little bit of tigerite. You can actually put a piece of clear quartz with it to amplify everything if you want to too. And that's really neat. Plus, if you program your clear quartz, you've got a lot of extra stuff going on there. So anyways, all right, what else? Now, I have heard that it's supposed to shield you from psychic attack. I have not found that to be true. My go-to is black moonstone. That stuff is amazing. If you feel you're under psychic attack or something's coming at you on a psychic vibration, black moonstone is your go-to. However, and I made notes because I knew I was going to wander a little bit. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yep. Covered that. Now, it does have some lovely other attributes. It is a great grounding stone, so it's kind of power, protection, and grounding, all three into one. It's also a stone of truth. It helps you get to your own inner truth and have the courage to speak your truth. But it also kind of helps you see the truth of a situation. Now, it being a grounding stone and it being black, as we know, black, reds, things like that, they go right to the root chakra. They connect to the root chakra. And this is a wonderful root chakra stone. I kind of like to pair mine with a ruby or a red tiger eye or something like that because I don't just like black for the root. It also helps with boundaries, I will say. It's a good boundary stone. But again, you got to keep it with that white selenite because it'll take that hit, but then it needs cleaned out. Okay, so now, I have not found this personally, but then again, I don't know. I don't really use it for this. It is supposed to be a stone that helps to tether you to the here and now, to basically help you not to get lost worrying about the future or get lost in the past. It helps keep you right here, keep your feet on the ground. I have not experienced that with it, and I wear mine quite frequently. So I don't know, but it does help some people, and some of my clients have reported back that when they're feeling scattered, untethered, when their energies seem to be all over the place, black obsidian will help them, although they do pair it up with hematite. So that might be a good thought. Then let's see, what else? Obsidian. Arthur, I'll be there in a minute, bud. Hold on. And that is the love of my life, my little 8-year-old baby boy. He is wandering around. He's like, Mommy, I want a hug. I'm like, I'm sorry. Anyway, hang on, bud. I'll be there in a minute. Just let me finish this. I'm scattered as it is. Hold on. Okay, where was it? Okay. Obsidian helps with clarity, and it also gives itself over to helping to release spiritual and emotional blocks, sometimes mental blocks. So if you're having a lot of energy just kind of build up there, it'll help to flush that out. And then it's a true stone leading to personal growth. And I really do believe that obsidian is a wonderful stone for personal growth. It does seem to have a really special vibe with Capricorns. And I'm not sure why. It's not really on any astrological chart, but if you're a Capricorn, I always recommend getting either a piece of black obsidian or mahogany obsidian. Let's see, what other notes? Actually, one more thing, and this comes back from my call center days when I had to take a lot of calls, and anybody who's been in a call center knows how rough that can be. I used to wear a garnet and an obsidian ring. And the reason why, garnet gives you strength and courage. It kind of helps stabilize you and keep you moving. And root chakra, they're both very root chakra stones. But black obsidian helps to keep that negative energy away from you. Just kind of bam. Also, I played the heart chakra singing bowl quite a bit when I was there, and that really helped out a lot too. Now, little bit about its composition for all you rock hounds out there. So it's silicon, oxygen, magnesium, and other elements, but it's primarily silicon dioxide. So crystallized silicon, silica. Okay. And the places where it can be found are restricted to volcanic regions. It's associated with, I know I'm going to mispronounce this, rhyolitic lava flows. So, anyways, one of the things that I always recommend doing outside of putting, the black obsidian, black tourmaline, white selenite, citrine, and crystal or tiger eye, however you want to run that. Some people use rose quartz, putting them in a bag, a little felt bag, and putting them close to your heart. That helps to kind of keep anything negative away from you. But you can also put obsidian and white selenite in your car or by the front door of your home. Now, if you live let's say by a four-way crossroads where a lot of spirits are coming through, or if you have somebody that's kind of pushing on your boundaries and giving you a lot of negative guff, what you can do is put obsidian all along the boundaries of your property. But you need to have, and put it in a plastic bag because selenite cannot get wet, otherwise it'll dissolve. But you put it in a plastic bag and you put white selenite at the four corners of your property. And I know I've had a couple of clients do that, and they said the energy in the house and on the property got a lot better after that. So line the property with obsidian, bury it in the ground. That way nobody can just pick it up or anything like that, but bury it in the ground, slip it into the ground, and then at the four corners of the property, or even more if you want to do four corners and then obsidian, selenite, just really want to get the house buzzing and the property buzzing, go ahead and do it more than four corners. But the basic would be white selenite in the four corners of the property. And that will help a great deal. It's going to help clean things up and get any nasty, icky energy around. If you just want to limit it to the home, you can do it on the four corners of your home. But again, you've got to pair it with that white selenite. So if you're going to do it within the house, I would say obsidian in all four corners of the house, on the main level. You can do it in the basement, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose you could just do it in the basement. Put them in plastic bags, zip them up. So white selenite, black obsidian, plastic bag, tape it to the corner in your house. That way, if you're sweeping or vacuuming, you won't have any trouble with it. If you have a lot of overactive issues, if the energy just seems too buzzy, then you want to put hematite in there as well. Let's see. If you wanted, you could also throw in a rose quartz in each bag, and that'll up the love, or citrine, that'll up the happy vibe, or green calcite, which will really, really get your home in harmony. It'll just get it vibing and buzzing, because green calcite breaks up trust issues and helps to actually speak from the heart, Alrighty. Well, that's it for black tourmaline. Or black tourmaline is going to be another one entirely, but that's it for black obsidian tonight. I didn't want to take up too much of your time. Thank you for tuning in, and loves to y'all. If there is a crystal you would like to hear about, just let me know in the comments, or you can message me about it on DesMoinesNewAge.com, and I will get it on the lineup. So like, comment, subscribe, ask me any questions you need to ask, and yes, there will eventually be an article about this on DesMoinesNewAge.com once my hubby gets through the entire backlog of articles that need editing. So, yep. All right. Loves to you all. Have a wonderful night and stay safe out there. And we're going to go to the outro. Night.